Guys, hey, it's Dan here from Leargames, and I'm bringing you a WoW Gold guide here. This will be farming Savage Leather. You're going to need a total skinning level of like 500 or so. We're going to be farming a deep home, and we're going to be doing
what do you want?
Savage Leather. So on my server, it's selling for a pretty good price. They're asking around, well, right now I have the lowest auction, around 175, which is pretty good for the amount of time you're going to put in. You can get about 200 Savage Leather for about 30 minutes. The place I'm going to show you today is not completely about Savage Leather, right? So you get it from killing the mobs, but since they're elites, you don't get as much as you should. It's more about what they drop. They drop about a gold, mostly. On average, they drop about a gold in just change, which is pretty good because that's just straight gold you're getting without having to go to the auction house, without having to vendor greens or anything. So we're going to go up to Deep Home here, and so the requirements for this is you need to be level 85, obviously, because they're level 80, I think, elites. You have to have decent gear, maybe blue. I don't know if green will do it. You might be able to get by, but it's just not going to be fast enough because it's just not. So if you notice, my screen is a little weird because I am having to run this in windowed mode, which is the best way to film with fraps. So you're going to head up to the Pale Roost here, and that's where these dragons are going to spawn. They're elite dragons, and they're going to give you about a gold, and they're also going to give you Savage Leather. And they're also, oh god, and they're also going to give you the dragon hide, which you can sell, which I had, if you briefly saw my auction house, I had that typed in. So Pale Roost is where you're going to want to go. And so it's a pretty good spot. I've gotten some good stuff. I got some greens here. You get a lot of dragon flank, and you get these claws, which are pretty good. It's only 18 sells for 3 gold. The little things, it's the little things, you know? It's those little things. So you're going to mostly find these dragons around here, roosted on these rocks right here. So they don't aggro at all. It's because they're red. I don't know why they don't aggro, but 161k, not bad, not terrible. And I'm going to go ahead and pop my Horn of Winter. I'm a Frost DK, which I found was the best spec for DKs. I'm going to go ahead and get this guy. Alright.
I can't do that. That building isn't ready yet. That spell is...
And again, these are elites, so it's going to take you a little longer. Right there, see, I got 31 silver. You're not going to get it every time. And, oh, right, nice, I just got 2 blackened dragons. So, you're not going to get it every time. I'm only going to kill a few of these guys right now. I'm not going to do the whole speed up killing thing and show you the end, because it really depends how lucky you are, honestly, and it really depends about your server, because this is not going to be the guide for you if you are on a bad leather server. My server right now is honestly the most ridiculously best leather server, which is good and bad, because I'm trying to level my leather working, and it's really bad for me. I've put in about 10k, and I'm only at 200 something. So right there you saw I got a 1 gold for that, and you're gonna get that almost every time. I don't know the percent, but it's pretty good. I got a few hundred gold from doing this for about an hour, which is really good actually. And that's not including Savage Leather. That's just out of the drops alone. And how many times do you only get like 600 gold from doing drops alone? And that's also vendoring greens. I didn't loot 600 gold. That would be ridiculous. But that's doing all that. And the Savage Leather alone sells for like 3 stacks. Can fetch you like 1,000 gold, which is just the best. And it's really good money making. So these guys, they push you back, and they also do stun. So you're gonna want to watch out for that. You can't interrupt it, sadly, but what can you do? They're pretty easy to kill once you're 85 and you have some good gear. And there you go. And these guys sell for a lot. It's for a stack of 20, it's like 200 gold. So it's definitely worth getting that stack of 20 instead of selling like stacks of 10s or 5s, I think. And so you're going to want to do that for about 30 minutes, and you should be making some money. I'll kill one more for you guys, and then that will conclude my first episode of WoW Gold Guides. Most of my episodes will be for skinning mostly, because I worked hard on that, and that's what I got. And honestly, I don't want to level any more professions. It's a pain in the ass. God damn it. So do this. And goodbye obliterate. See, I kill these guys pretty fast. Ah, nice, right there, gold. So you get it probably every other time, or I would say. And I'm getting a lot of this blackened dragon scale, which is pretty good because it sells for a lot. Alright. And you might, if you're full leatherworking, you might want to invest in doing the heavy, the old heavy savage leather. But I personally find that I don't get as much money. See, now, the only problem I see with this is sometimes, very rare occasions, very rare, believe me, you don't get a loot. I don't know why. It's happened to me once before, only once, and I was wondering, I wonder if it's a bug or like a glitch, but you don't get loot, and it's really bothersome because I spend like 5 seconds killing it and I don't get anything from it. So, you will need a flying mount, which I would think you would have at level 85, and you might be able to get this at 80, like 83, 84, but I really doubt you could kill these guys because they have more health than I do, and I'm at level 85. But you need some decent gear. You need some decent armor. You know, you need to know your class a bit because it's going to be a little harder than just farming normal mobs. But it's also, honestly, it's also easier than farming like whatever those things are in the wolves in Twilight Highlands, because they kill you, man. They kill you fast. So, alright guys, that concludes my WoW Gold Guide. Have fun and enjoy farming. Don't say that a lot. See you guys. Thanks.